Thank you. Thank you for being here, for Dr. Abulesh. So the way that he and I met is that he and I are both speaking in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in November. And he read my story, and he called me and said, please come to Canada. I live in Florida. The tragedy that took my father and my son was in Kansas. It was international news. I'm a Christian, and my son was a performer, a singer, and he was there for an audition. And typically I drive him to every event, but because of life circumstances and another son who was in a lacrosse game, I didn't drive him that day. My father drove him. My father was ambushed, he was murdered on contact as soon as he got out of his truck, and then my son Reet was murdered immediately after. A community, much like this one, gathered around us and really helped lift us up. We did start the Faith Always Wins Foundation, and the word faith stands for all faiths, from agnostic to atheist to Hindu, Islam, Christian, Judaism. There are many more. There are more faiths than I realized were in existence when we started the foundation. But in Kansas City area, and then everywhere that I go, I let people know that kindness, just like the young women on the stage were talking, the scholars, that kindness, opportunity, hope, those are all needed. And I know that you're wondering, just like I do, how does Dr. Abulesh get up every single day? How did he start this foundation? And I can tell you, he did it the same way I started our foundation. You do it to keep the spirit alive. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you are helping him and all of these young women keep the spirit alive of his daughters. And you're making a big difference in our world, not just a community, but the entire world. So I'm going to take this story back to the United States, and I'm going to share with them what's going on here. You're really to be commended. Thank you very much.
No, I'm not in the photo.